I'm Keith,
I'm Logan.
and welcome to Hot Zombie Summer, a Resident Evil review and retrospective podcast where we'll be playing through the main games of Capcom's Resident Evil series in release order.
We'll be talking characters, lore, gameplay, thrills, chills, and everything in between.
Yeah, so please join us, and we encourage you to listen along and play along with us as we go on this journey together.
Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
It's like the tongue twister I came up with in ninth grade, which was not a tongue twister. It was no nose nose, Noah's nose nose.
What makes something a tongue twister or not? Because I think that's a tongue twister.
Really? I don't. It's just the same word over and over again.
Yeah, maybe it is.
It's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we're starting from the beginning.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if you had a business called the Twisted Tongue. What kind of business would that be? Like
Sex
would it be
shop?
a restaurant or maybe a sex shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Make a business with like a baffling name and people would come to just see what's
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Make a
That's probably
business.
not a good idea.
Well, if you
Yeah.
have a lot of money.
I'm
You're
sure
like,
every business school is like the most important thing is that you're unclear about what your
right.
business is and what you do. That's the number one goal. You have
Just
to make it hard to interpret.
have a business called The Rizzler. It's like,
The risk.
it's just like, what is it?
And then
Is it
the
a
letter's
bar?
like not affiliated with the Rizzler. With the Costco men.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that kid. So he's a little one note. He just does the thing. That's his whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
back with the rest of Resident Evil 2 or the next part of Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
Yeah,
RE2.
we discussed the development, some of the development notes, and the characters last time. So we're gonna get hopped into the actual gameplay.
Right. And do be sure to write us with fan mail about our blood type analysis. Love to
Yes,
hear if your
we wanted
thoughts, whether you disagree.
we want to hear your blood type, whether or not you feel like you've lived up or down to what we talked about. And you know what? If you want to include some blood, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you don't know
Yeah.
your blood type, send us your blood and I'll figure it out
Yeah,
for
we'll
you.
do a blood analysis.
Yeah.
No
We'll,
cost.
yeah.
We'll also pay for any legal fees that come about from potentially sending biohazardous material through the mail.
We will indemnify you for any charges.
Yes.
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 This is a legal and financial advice podcast, and we're both licensed
Hematologists?
hematologists. So
It's like
you won't get
that's-
your blood back though. So
Right. It's like that's
yeah.
the first time I've ever said that word aloud. Obviously.
Hematologist?
Hematologist?
I haven't said either, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be uh what was it? Ted Leo and the Pharmacist? Do you know that band?
Oh, I haven't thought about them for a long
I haven't
time.
thought about them a long time either. But that could be like an offshoot. It could be,
Mm.
Logan and the hematologist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
kind of a collective type of thing.
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
but we're not here to talk about 2000s indie rock, although it'll probably come up again. We're here to talk about Resident Evil 2 and
Correct.
what happens in that game when you
Yeah.
play it.
And I would actually like to start, this is maybe a weird starting place, but with the home screen, right? We have that big eye on the home screen that's almost reptilian in
Yeah, it's pretty
nature.
cool.
It is. And I don't think, I mean, spoilers for Resident Evil 2, I didn't realize that was actually the eye on Birkin's arm for a little
Oh,
bit.
is that what that is? I didn't put that together
Yeah.
either. I thought it was just a
Yeah.
creepy eye.
Right. Yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what that is. So it really kind
Okay.
of foreshadows a little bit. Do you want to? Oh, wait, we're starting with Leon, so we won't talk about the whole Claire disc thing. I would like to talk about that though.
I would like to talk about that too because that did confuse me.
Yeah, that's
But
really stupid.
yeah, well, we can kind of get into that. So the big gimmick with Resident Evil 2. So Resident Evil 1, you can choose if you want to be Jill or Chris, but it's essentially, a pretty similar experience.
Right.
And then with Resident Evil 2, the way they kind of up the ante is you choose between either Leon or Claire, and after you play through one person, you play through as the other. So like I did Leon A into Claire B,
And
and
I
then you
did the
did
opposite.
Claire, yeah, A into Leon B. So we're gonna
Right.
start talking about Leon's campaign. The original release on PlayStation, it came on two discs, so that's how they handled it. And you put in either the Leon disc or the Claire disc. We're playing the PS Plus version, and you have to go into a menu to pick the disc, which confused me too. I just started playing. I was like, well, I want to be Leon anyway, so this works. But I didn't realize that you had to go into a menu and pick change disc to get over to Claire.
Right. And the menu is a PS5 menu, right?
Hmm.
Right. So that's to me
Yeah, it's not
totally
not the
counterintuitive.
emulated like
Right.
in-game menu.
Right. Because I kept going back and forth and trying to locate an emulated menu, and I'm like, I don't see anything here. How am I supposed to do this? I actually had to look
Yeah,
it up
I did
on
the same. Yeah,
Reddit.
I did not remember it being on two discs. I also played. I mean, I played the N64 version, which was just on one cartridge,
Okay.
which was quite the technical feat, which I think we talked about last time. But yeah, I don't remember like even playing at a friend's house, like having to switch the discs out. But I don't know. It was
Yeah.
also going on 30 years ago.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm curious then, when you're starting with Leon A, like how does that open for you? I suspect it's pretty similar to
It,
Leon B.
so the way Leon A opens is you're driving, and I was mistaken last time because I thought Leon was always in his cop car. I did find myself for my mistake. So there's been disciplinary action taken. The money is being donated to a program that's going to help zombies reassimilate into the
Mm,
world. You
mm,
know,
that's
life
great.
doesn't end with zombification,
I love that.
is their
Yeah.
motto.
Okay.
I don't know what they are called because I'm just making this up as I go.
Okay. I was like
If
Green
I,
Umbrella.
I like Green Umbrella. If
Green
I think of a
Umbrella.
funny name for it, I'll just interrupt whatever we're doing 45 minutes from now and throw the entire flow of the podcast off. So
Yeah.
that'll be my plan.
Yeah.
But you start off and you're in Leon's personal vehicle. So he's wearing his cop suit. I think that's what they're called.
Cop suit.
His cop suit, his cop outfit, cop
Yeah.
uniform. He's
Yeah.
wearing his uniform and
Big
he's
duds.
cruising. He's cruising along. We haven't even talked about does ACAB apply to stars,
I think
but
it does. Yeah, because they're just a division of RPD, right?
I think they're kind of worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they're like a private security force. They're like
Oh,
Blackwater
they're
or
they're
something.
private?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
I
like a
thought they
private
were.
force that like works with the RPD.
Oh, well, that is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the book, it's I didn't think of anything at the time, but in the novelization, Barry talks about like going on missions to like Central America. And it's
Ooh.
like
Oh,
knowing
I
what I
don't.
know now about like again when I was 12, I was just like, oh yeah, it's a
Yeah.
thing people do, just watch action movies. But it's like, damn, Barry was like in death squads. He was
Right.
like killing
Like,
people for like Coca-Cola and
right.
Chiquita Banana and
Just
shit. So
clearly overthrowing like
yeah.
a populist government.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
doing like regime change
Yikes.
stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Wah, wah.
Leon, and I would argue it doesn't apply to Leon because he never like he really never was a cop.
Mm.
Like he was on his way,
Oh.
but he never like never got
Yeah.
sworn in. I assume that's what you do when you're a cop. You probably have to like put your hand on I don't know, a flag or a Bible and like I promise to be a good guy.
Heretofore, this will be known as the Leon S. Kennedy exception.
The Leon S. Kennedy exception. ACAB accepts Leon S. Kennedy is what I say.
Correct. Correct.
So anyway, you're in your yellow Jeep, you see a corpse, you stop and it's a zombie, and then it joins up because you see Claire running out of the diner. And she says, don't shoot me. And you say, duck. And then you shoot the zombie that's behind her.
Right. Pretty intense cutscene.
It's a pretty intense cutscene. I think it's well
Yeah.
done. I mean, you can tell they've upped the production values a lot from the first game. But
Yes.
yeah, it's yeah, very, very well done. And then you get into a cop car. So you just know it's an unlocked cop car and hop in. And that's where you're
Right.
confused about why you're using the
Yes.
cop car.
Yes.
There is a zombie in the back seat. So that's a classic just horror slash fiction thing of, the thing comes up in the back seat and then you spin out and you hit a pole and the zombie goes flying out.
Right, which
Yeah.
was this is the same sequence that you're describing from for Claire A. Um, so
Yeah,
same
because
sequence
yeah,
except
they
for
join. They're
right,
together at this point.
right,
Yeah, except for the very beginning when Claire is, going to get a burger or whatever she's doing.
right.
Yeah.
And
Then the
then
the truck
right,
hits you is what kind of splits you up to start with. Because earlier we
right,
saw a truck driver. That guy was a maniac. Why'd he bite me? He
right,
says.
right. Yes, he
And
sure
we were
does.
speculating too, like what made him crash? Probably just blood loss.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
where was he? I don't think he was bit in the neck though.
But I think it was his shoulder.
His shoulder? I
Yeah.
mean, it is a pretty, I mean, it's
Yeah.
vascular,
It's
but
also
like,
unclear how long it takes to turn into a zombie. So maybe he wasn't really
right,
turning into a zombie.
right. But
Yeah.
by the same token, though, I guess canonically, and this is maybe a rabbit hole we don't want to go down, but if your character is bitten in the game, you're not in danger of turning.
Yeah, you never do. You have to die, I guess
Yeah.
is the implication before you turn into a
So,
zombie.
yeah.
But I don't think there's an answer,
No.
It's probably just all suspend your disbelief gameplay
Yeah.
type of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you could call it potentially a continuity error, but I don't think it really matters.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna CinemaSins Resident Evil 2
Uh,
too
yeah.
badly. We might, we'll do it in good fun, but it's not
Yeah.
gonna be like this game sucks because you
Yeah.
the virus is inconsistent with its how it's transmitted.
Yeah. That would be
Yeah.
annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. And we, this is the least annoying podcast you've ever heard, I'm sure. So yeah,
Yeah. You love the
that's one thing we're
digressions. You love you're
yeah.
here for the blood type analysis.
Yeah, the blood, my heavy breathing, my sniffling on the last few episodes. Apologies, allergy season.
Wait, that was you?
Yeah, that was me. It's only you and I here, by the way. So
But are you
I
so
don't know who
sure
else it would
about
be.
that?
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to like
Yeah.
insert like, I'm like, but maybe there is somebody else here.
Oh, we'll reveal the secret third host
It's just
down
Nikki
the
and
line.
she's mouth breathing next to me.
There's someone breathing heavy
Yeah, it's like
on the other end of the phone. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So the game starts, and you're separated
right by the truck
by
explosion,
the
right?
truck exploding. It was like a fuel tanker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And is this, do you get the same on screen text? They were parted by an inescapable destiny. This is just the start of their worst nightmare. Is that the text for Leon A?
That was the text I received. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty dramatic, um, but fun, you know?
hmm Yeah. No, it was. I like it. It's yeah. It's good flavor text to get you started here.
Yeah.
So you start off in the streets, and you're just kind of. It's pretty clear where to go. There's only really one path. You run by a bunch of zombies. We also talked last episode about how there's a lot more zombies than there were in the first game,
Right.
and it tries to get that across right away. That there's, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to dodge some of these zombies. I did get to, eventually you find an alleyway and you have to climb up on a box. I don't know if they nerfed the knife, but
Mm.
I had the bright idea of like, I'm gonna stand this box and just knife the zombies. And it took
Nice.
forever. I was stabbing zombies for like 5 minutes to kill
Oh
these
my
four
gosh.
zombies. And
Oh
it didn't really
man.
help because they puke on you.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so their puke would like damage me. So
And
that sucked.
so they puked up onto the box?
Yeah, I was like staying in the box, like puking in my shoes. And I'd be like, ah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
That's really interesting because I didn't use the knife at all. Not once. I just put it
Did
in
you
the box.
just run by everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just ran by.
Once I got to RPD, I was like, this knife sucks. I put it away. But yeah, I didn't use
Yeah.
it. I
Well,
know some
this,
people are big knife heads in this game. I've never understood it. That's
no.
another
Thanks.
challenge run is people do knife only runs. I don't know. I've watched them before and it's impressive, but I don't see how it's fun.
It's just really boring. It
Yeah.
just takes forever. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's interesting because I think because I hadn't played this game before, even in Leon B, I think, you have what, I want to say like 20 bullets in the beginning.
Yeah, your gun holds more bullets, doesn't it?
I think so.
I think it holds 18, I want to say.
Yeah, as Leon, it holds
Yeah.
more
Okay.
than Claire, but I think more
Yeah.
than the original is what you were saying.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Claire has 13, I want to say, in her gun.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah. But you don't, yeah, right away you can't. I don't think you could shoot every zombie in the beginning without running out of
No,
bullets pretty quickly.
no, because I tried, and then I was like, oh, that's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
No.
Yeah. So it's teaching you.
Yeah. I will say that I really like the aesthetic of Raccoon City. I think it's kind of grimy and like dirty, and there's like lots of signs. I think it has some character to it.
I I would agree with that. And you're just getting into the city too. So it's almost like it's that lived in feeling where you're sort of on the outskirts of the city. Like
Yeah.
maybe you're in like a rougher part of town in this area.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because one of the first places you go into is you go into the gun shop, which, is something that you'd probably have in like the rougher area of town.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very grimy, very
Yeah.
90s urban type of setting.
Yeah. Graffiti, trash, billboards, and I think we'll get into it eventually, but I don't recall that kind of atmosphere in the Resident Evil 2 remake.
I don't really either. I think it's one of those things where the fidelity almost, it doesn't let you fill in as much with just your own sort of interpretation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So you meet another living character, and that is Kendo.
Robert Kendo.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about him last time, but you meet him early on. He lets you in. He apologizes for almost shooting you because he thought you were a zombie, and then Leon kind of gets him killed because he's the zombies that were chasing you bust through the window and eat him. But you find some more ammo right away, so you can take care of the zombies. And then
Yeah.
you get the shotgun super early. You get the
Right.
shotgun. You can get the
Right.
shotgun off of his corpse.
Because we're like maybe 7 minutes into the game
Yeah,
at
we're
this
not.
point.
Yeah, and it gives you two shotguns. So this is one of two shotguns.
We get two shotguns.
Yeah, because you can find a shotgun later on too.
Oh, right, right, right,
Yeah,
right, right.
yeah.
Okay.
So which is kind of nice of them. It's like if you miss the shotgun on
Right,
Kendo, because you might have just ran away.
right.
So then you can find a shotgun later on in the RPD.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that makes sense. I guess I was surprised that, even though the Raccoon City section is not super long, it's longer than I thought it would be, to get to the station.
yeah, probably 20 minutes or so
Yeah,
total. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
So,
yeah, nothing too much happens. It's just kind of getting used to running around, getting used to dodging the zombies, learning the controls, climbing up and down things. So it's
yeah.
kind of like almost a intro tutorial type of level.
Yeah, I think that's
Mhm.
right. And it's a lot, to me, it was a lot more difficult to maneuver given the tight environments, like the narrow streets, as opposed to like the foyer of a mansion, where you're starting, because you're, like you said, you're starting with enemies right away and 4 to 5, so it's just, I think, a tougher introduction to the game.
Yeah, because you're kind of going through alleys and back streets, and at one point, uh, at one point you go through a basketball court, like the
Yep,
classic single hoop basketball court.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. And the zombies are trying to dunk.
Yeah, you try to join a pickup game with the
Yeah.
zombies.
Is that not that's yeah, that wasn't in your
Yeah.
your version?
Well, we know that white men can't jump, but can dead men jump? We don't know that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We should pitch that to Woody.
To Woody, yeah, they can do a
Yeah.
sequel.
Woody, if you're listening. Dead
Woody
men
Harrelson,
can't.
if you're listening, or Wesley Snipes is the other guy,
He
right, in the
is,
movie?
yeah.
Yeah, or
Did you
Wesley
know
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes was physically abusive to Halle Berry?
Really, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently
that makes me not like him.
yeah,
I want to say I felt bad for Wesley Snipes, but he was also in trouble with the law for like not paying his taxes.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of whack.
And I liked his defense of being like, well, no one told me to. Like, I thought that was actually pretty reasonable because, like, yeah, well, how would he know? Not like he's a dumb
Yeah,
guy, but just like if you're just an actor and you never really like planned on being rich, and then all of a sudden you got super
Yeah.
successful, like
Mm.
you're kind of relying on like your manager and your accountant to do that stuff for you. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Well, it just seemed like it was like, here's a random targeting of a celebrity
it
for
was
the
kind of like the Martha
full
Stewart
money.
thing. Like
Yeah.
it's not that they didn't do anything wrong, but it felt yeah like they were just gonna pick a celebrity and throw the book at them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and they
Exactly.
happened to be a black guy in Wesley Snipes' case and a woman in Martha Stewart's case.
Right.
So
Yeah.
anyway, free Martha.
Yeah.
Don't free Wesley Snipes, but for different reasons than
Right.
he was in prison
Yeah.
for.
Well, and he's already out. So,
And he's out too, so I don't know
yeah.
what we. It's a little too late.
Yeah.
In the '90s, he might have been. This was before Martha Stewart went to prison because that was until the early
That's
2000s.
right. But we're
Yeah,
operating as
so
if it's the year Resident Evil 2 came out.
yeah, we're in universe, and this is what Leon is thinking about as he's walking the streets. He's thinking
He's like,
about Wesley Snipes. He's
yeah.
thinking about Martha Stewart. He's
He's
wondering
like,
about their past/future legal woes.
yeah. He's like, I might buy stock in this company called Enron.
I hear it's a hot ticket. I got a nice tip
Yeah.
from the boys down at the precinct.
It's the best Resident Evil podcast with Enron jokes.
The smartest guys in the room. That can be the title for this episode.
I like
But
it.
yeah, so we,
Yeah.
we continue roaming through the city, and eventually we get to what was our original destination, the police station. As Leon, it makes sense. You'd think that like, well, if anywhere's going to be a safe place to go, the police
Yeah.
station, it's not the worst bet, you know.
No, no.
Yeah, in an
Yeah.
emergency type of situation.
Yeah. Well, and people with access to firearms and equipment,
Mm.
you,
Radios.
yeah, you would think that would
Yeah.
be a good thing. Turns out not to be.
Turns out not to be, because you walk into the police station and it's kind of like walking into the big great hall when you walk to the mansion. You're just in a
Yeah.
a big entry room
Right.
with a big faucet, right? Or not a faucet, big fountain right in front of you.
That's awesome. Like, there's a sink, but it's like 25 feet tall. Like, huh.
A big fountain, not a
Yeah.
faucet.
Yeah.
Because much like the mansion, it's very Baroque, the
Yes.
RPD. Yeah,
Yes. And it's deserted. It's abandoned, right? There's nobody in that main lobby. The music is interesting. It's kind of serious. I wrote that it kind of has like a kind of gothic sensibility combined with like almost reminded me of like a police procedural,
oh, I can
so
see
like
that.
combining those things, which makes sense for the setting. But yeah, I don't think I realized until you said it how much that main hall is almost kind of like a reskin of the mansion, you know, in
Yeah,
RE1.
you can't get up the stairs. There is a second floor, but there's no staircase to it.
Right,
But other than
right,
that, yeah, it's very similar. I mean, even down to like there's the two doors on I guess it would be the left side,
left.
and then yeah, and then
Yeah,
doors on the right side. So
right. And then eventually
yeah,
you drop a
yeah,
ladder.
yeah, drop the ladder so you do get access between the two floors. But it is kind of set up to be sort of a central hub type of area that you'll be passing through
Right,
again and again.
right, right. Yeah. So I guess in Leon A, where did you go when you arrived at the station? What did you do?
So I walked around for a while, and there's a typewriter right away, so you can go check that out and save if you want to. You get some ink ribbons, and then pretty much every door is locked. There's a computer that says that it can unlock the door, but it needs a key card, which you don't have yet.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So you get into the police station. You're in the main hall, and then you go through the only open door. So there's only one door that's not locked, and you find our friend Marvin. Is it Marvin? Or
Marvin.
is it
Yeah.
yeah, Marvin.
Marvin Brenna.
I almost said Martin, but I must have Martin Crackhorn on the mind from the first game.
Got Crackhorn on the
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, he's Marvin. That's right, because we talked about how he's related to Kenneth Branagh,
Right.
presumably. Yeah.
Right. We
I
did.
don't think there's any evidence against that. So
No,
canonically, it's
no.
yeah, no one can. That's rock solid. So you find him, and he kind of tells you that like, hey, what you hoped was going to happen is not happening. There's not a organized resistance against the zombies. There's no plan. The station's been completely overrun. Pretty much everybody's dead, and I'm
Yeah.
also about to die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he does give you the key card, so you can lock the main doors, and then he really firmly like shoots you out.
Right.
Yeah, and because he's probably afraid he's going to turn into a zombie and eat you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
in Leon A, did he kind of give us like some exposition or background about what's happened since the end of Resident Evil 1? Because I remember that in my playthrough.
I think he did. I'll confess I don't really remember because I didn't write it down.
Okay. No worries.
But
Yeah.
he does kind of give you, yeah, kind of sets the stage for, there's this outbreak and then, no one really knows what's going on. We try to lock ourselves in the station, and everybody basically, we got overrun, everybody died.
Right. And he
Yeah.
does give us a little bit of information on Chris, Jill, and Barry. He says, he mentions them, I believe, and says every last STARS officer disappeared. He also explains that Chris and Jill tried to explain, the conspiracy with Umbrella from the first game, and nobody believed them. So that's kind of, I think, it's an interesting kind of like filling in the gaps in an expository way from this
Yeah.
character
Because
that, yeah,
Yeah, because we're a couple months past the events of the first game at this
yeah.
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
But yeah, you get the key card. You are able to unlock the rest of the doors, and then you get the police memo, and that has a combination number for the safe.
yes.
Yep, and it's kind of cool because that's the same between both scenarios. So
Right.
even though you don't find that as clear, if you remember it, you can use it on the same safe to open it. So that's kind of cool. And you pretty quickly get a introduction to, I'd say this game's maybe premier enemy in terms of like
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
You get your intro to the liquor,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
The
you see it kind of slither across a window,
yes.
and it's very well done because you're like, oh, what's that? And then you
Right.
go into the next hallway that you go into, and there's blood dripping from the ceiling, and you don't really know what it is from the perspective that you're on, and there's a corpse with its head shoot off. So that's
Yeah.
yeah,
It's pretty gnarly.
it's pretty
Um,
gnarly. And then it drops down. And the how would you describe the liquor? It's kind of a skinless humanoid that can also climb walls and ceilings, I guess. And also its brain
yeah.
is outside its head.
It's very almost like humanoid-like, but reptilian in its movement, right? The way it moves on all fours.
Yeah, and it's called the
Um,
liquor because it has a long tongue that it uses to slash you with. So
right.
presumably a long, sharp tongue.
Right.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's interesting to me. I think of the liquor as like the kind of hunter of this game, right, from Resident Evil 1 in some
Yeah, because I
ways.
don't think we have hunters in this game.
We don't, which
Yeah, we
is
must have.
interesting.
I guess we blew them all up. None of them got out of the
Yeah,
mansion. So,
yeah. But to
yeah,
me, the liquor is yeah, a great character design, creepy, um, scary, iconic. That's a character, a design that's I think persisted.
yeah. It was all over
Um,
the marketing. The
mhm.
marketing was very like they knew they had a winner in that one.
Right, in a way that they
Mm.
did not put the hunters all over.
No, they did not. Because again, people have been confused. They're like, "Oh, it's the 3D Battletoads we've been hiding
Yeah,
for."
yeah. It's
Yeah.
a froggy with bad posture.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas no one was paying for the liquor
No, no.
because we didn't know about it until we played the game, and then now I don't know.
Right.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to congratulate us that so far we have not made a liquor I hardly know her joke.
I know.
So
Yeah.
good for us for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Um, you get to a save room that has a dark room in it.
Hmm.
So this
Hmm.
is like kind of optional story content you find filmed throughout the game and you can develop it in the dark room.
Right.
I don't think it's anything useful gameplay wise. It is just kind of here's some more story if you want it. But it's cool. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And was this, I don't remember where we found it, but this is kind of just calling back to the liquor. Around this part in the game, there's a memo that says the liquor tongue can pierce a torso in an instant, which I
I
thought
do
was
remember
funny.
seeing that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the reports you find about people, like the police officers talking about kind of the battle of the Raccoon Police Department against the
Right.
zombies, against the
Right.
zombie uprising.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been oppressed for too long.
Right. Which is again still funny that people are writing these memos. Are like, well, I guess there's a little bit more in game explanation, right? They're barricaded there. They probably don't have anything else to do.
Probably nothing else to do, and just like I think there's a human urge to record, Like he's
Hmm.
probably thinking that like when this is all done, if this isn't the end of the world, someone's gonna find this and they're gonna know what happened. They're gonna know that we fought back, that might
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
useful either for somebody in the same situation or for, somebody trying to figure out what happened here.
Yeah. And I think that that's a little bit more in line with, I think, I don't know, it doesn't surprise me, right? It's cops. Just like, you gotta know what happened here,
Cops do like to
right?
ask yeah, those kind of questions.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like hey, what's the problem? Hey, what's going on here? That's a kind of thing a cop would say to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If I was going to be generous, I'd say it's a naturally inquisitive type of
Wow. Wow.
personality. But
Yeah. The
yeah.
next time I get pulled over, I'll just reproduce the text of one of the memos. I'll be like, you know who wrote this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pull out the picture of Leon S. Kennedy that I have in my wallet and be like, I support you guys.
Yeah.
Just look, I have a cop in my wallet.
That would be hilarious if it was like the PS1 graphics, just like
Okay, yeah.
polygonal person. You're like,
Polygon
mm.
person, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the dark room, cool area, a fun mechanic, right? Not super necessary, but fun.
Yeah, it almost feels like they were gonna do something more with it and then decided not to and just left it in. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Yeah,
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 when you first find it, you're like, oh, I'll probably use this for a puzzle, but you really don't. It just kind of, yeah, just more a story if you want it there.
right,
Um, yep. The police station, much like the mansion, is a place where there are a bunch of contraptions and jewels and levers and crests and different things like that. Their kind of explanation for it is that Brian Irons, who we talked about, and we'll meet more, is a crazy person. So he's
right,
paranoid. He's into like weird art and esoterica. So he has kind of designed the police station to have all these hidden areas because he is obsessed with security and paranoid and also working for Umbrella. So he's like, hiding the different access points where you can get from the RPD to the secret Umbrella headquarters, or not headquarters, but facilities.
right. And
Yeah.
is it in this game or is it the remake or both that it was discussed that RPD was previously like an art museum?
I
Did I
think
make that up?
no, I think that's true. I think his
Okay.
museum and that was like bought or donated or
Hmm.
something like that.
Which only explains it partially, right? I mean, I'm not aware of art museums that work like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've been to art museums. I never. Yeah,
I
like
mean,
it's pretty standard building in terms of doors.
right, yeah,
Yeah, like I never had to like put a jewel into a case and then like a fire started and to try to get to the cafeteria. I just walked
yeah.
there.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe that's because we didn't work there.
that's true. I didn't know. I didn't go in the back. I didn't go in the
Right,
employees only section
right.
of the museum of
Yeah,
the Minneapolis Institute of Art.
yeah. So, I guess really quick note. This is just from the Resident Evil wiki, just to speak to kind of this. It says that the building chosen as RPD headquarters was originally an art museum located in the city center.
Oh,
A,
there you
te
go.
a texture found in Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 identifies the structure as the Raccoon Art Museum prior to its conversion. So, little
Good memory.
fun fact.
That
Yeah,
is a fun fact.
yeah. But yeah, it's weird, right? Because like we still have statue pushing puzzles to release gems that need to be put into place. So that's pretty bizarre for a police station.
Yeah, yeah, it would again be a strange place to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have our first block pushing puzzle. I didn't love him in Director's Cut, and I don't love him now.
Yep.
This
Yep.
it's very obvious what to do. It's like there's these two statues, two smaller statues and a big statue, and the text is like, "Oh, when they gaze upon me, I'll release my secrets." So you have to push them around to line them up, and then a gem falls out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty boring.
Again,
But
like
a
barely,
hallmark.
barely qualifies as gameplay. You're just interacting with stuff to interact with stuff.
Yeah.
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 But I think around here is where we find the star's office, right?
Which is like maybe one of my favorite rooms in the whole police station. It's just like this maybe sounds over the top, but brimming with character.
Yeah, it's really well done because you can tell like whose desk is who
Hmm.
from knowing them the
Hmm.
first game. Like Chris's desk is like messy and like there's stuff all over it, and like Jill's desk is like a little more put together, and like there's a award on the wall for like marksmanship winner Chris Redfield.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
that's kind of cool. And you
Yeah.
find as Leon, you find Chris's diary, and that also kind of explains that Chris is not here. Nor
Right.
are the rest of the surviving Stars members.
Right. And
Yeah,
Chris is in Europe, right?
they went to Europe, which is the Umbrella headquarters, which I don't know if we knew that in the first game or
I
not.
don't think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of a little detail, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, their plan was to doesn't seem like a good plan. Just go to Europe and show up and be like, "Hey, murderous company, we have evidence that you killed a bunch of people." And they're just like, "Well, you got us." I guess I don't
Right.
know what their plan was. Maybe
Right.
they're doing more investigation over there.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess it's not really detailed in Chris's diary.
No, it's really not. And the next time we see Chris, he's in like Antarctica.
Right. So I'm not really
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
how
That's probably
that
another thing
played
where it's like,
out.
oh, it's explained in Outbreak or something, some game we
Yeah.
never played. Yeah,
Yeah.
so one of
Did,
the shooting games, the dark, what was it
the
called? Dark
dark
Conspiracy.
dark side, dark
Yeah, Dark Side Chronicles.
chronicles.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
And
that those
then
games are
there's another
weird
one.
because they like flesh out the story, but they're like not mainline, but they kind of recontextualize mainline games.
Yeah, we'll probably play them at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I played them. Well, they were Wii games, weren't they?
Yeah.
Because there
Yeah.
was a brief period where the Wii was trying to bring back light gun shooters
Yeah.
to various, uh, really not much success.
No, I don't think
I mean,
so.
they were kind of fun. I remember the Zelda crossbow training.
Oh.
That felt very much like a tech demo. I didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Yeah. Well, I guess I mean I played I guess side note, I played like House of the Dead 2 in an arcade last year.
Oh, how's that?
And fun, but not as fun as when I was a kid, right? Like after like 10 minutes, I'm like I'm kind of tired. Like I'm just holding
Hmm.
my arm up and then I'm just like doing the same thing.
That's what being in your 30s will get you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
too.
my light
My
gun stamina is not very good.
my arm's sore from playing House of the Dead. I think we didn't we play that Up Down? I think we beat the
Yeah.
first one
Yeah.
like a few summers ago.
Yeah. Up
Yeah,
down. Yeah, that's right.
Up Down.
That's a fun place.
It was a fun place. It
Yeah,
is a fun place
it
too.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still, as
It,
of this recording, it's still open for business.
it will be a fun place.
Yeah,
Just this world through
the
all the
concept of
senses.
barcade was not present in 1998, really. Not
No,
in the US, at least.
do you think Leon would have liked it?
I think Leon would have liked it. He's a
Yeah,
fun-loving guy.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris would have been. He would have loved it
Oh
because
yeah.
he's real competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd be doing the boxing machine thing.
Oh
He'd
my
be one of those
gosh.
guys that's just
Just
like
like
punching the boxing machine thing
punching the
over and
shit
over
out of
again.
it.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. Well, and he's
My
like, oh, go ahead.
my friend went to the state fair and they have like a little arcade there at the state fair.
Hmm.
And well, when his kids and his wife went off and played games, he just like sat there and drank beer and watched this guy do the boxing machine for like 45 minutes. And that's the end of the story.
Yeah, I don't love that. That's probably not great.
I've
Or like,
never
is it
been
wholesome or is it like concerning or is it none of my business?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of odd because like going to the state fair to do that, it's like, well, you could do that probably many other places. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Yeah. Or
yeah, it's
just
kind of
like
weird.
at that point, just get a speed bag.
Yeah,
Like,
especially because it's expensive to play games at the state fair. This guy probably dropped like $100 on the little boxing machine.
that's nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
done one. They've always been intimidating to me.
Yeah. I don't like kind of games that are like physical feats. I feel like it's like a weird kind of masculine thing that
Yeah, and it's
weirds
very
me
like
out.
I feel like the intent is to show off because it makes all
Hmm.
the noise and like the ideas. Yeah, people are supposed to know us you're doing it. And no, thank you,
Yeah, that's
not
okay.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Did
Leon
oh sorry, go
would
ahead.
would like barcades, but unfortunately, he's gonna be too busy to visit any with all
He's
of his
and
adventures.
they wouldn't be invented for a while.
And also, yeah, we're probably like 15 years out at this
Yeah.
point.
Did you check out Barry's desk and the text that it gives you around Barry's desk?
I probably did, but remind me if you have it handy.
Okay, I do. Yeah. So we later learn it's Barry's desk, but if you click or press X or whatever near it to check it out, it says there's like a gun on his desk and it says it appears to be a replica of a gun. The owner is probably a member of the NRA.
I do remember that. Yeah.
It's just like that's a weird moment of editorializing, like from the character's point of view. There isn't much.
It's not a it's not a bad assumption to make,
No,
but
no.
yeah. And I don't know politically in 1998 was the NRA. I don't know where it was kind of culturally.
Well, Columbine hadn't happened yet, right?
Columbine hadn't happened
So
yet. And originally it was kind of like a more of a sportsman's type of deal. Am I wrong about
yeah,
this? I should be talking about this because I have no idea. I'm just
that sounds right to me. I guess I don't know at what point
I feel
they
like it
were
wasn't
really,
as political until like the 2000s, but maybe I'm just
or
was
may
young and didn't know.
yeah, that's a really good question because I'm
Yeah.
wondering if, yeah, how involved they were in lobbying, particularly with like assault weapons.
Yeah.
You
But I think
know,
Charlton Heston was the president by then, probably.
he sure was. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to bring Michael Moore onto the pod.
We'll have to get Michael Moore in here and have him. He can do an expose about Umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his
Maybe
next.
Michael Moore was with Chris and Barry and Jill in Europe.
Do you think
Maybe
that
that
ex
was their plan. They were going to film a documentary.
do you think that exists like fan art of Chris, Jill, and Michael Moore? Like, does that
I
exist?
think we should commission it if it doesn't.
That'd be just totally deranged to pay money for that. It's just like
The artist would be so confused. Like, what do you want? Like, why? Yeah. That'd be the one time an artist would probably be like, just you should just use AI for this. I don't wanna
yeah, yeah, I
I
don't
wanna
want to do
lower
that.
myself. No, I'm sure
Uh,
they would.
yeah, I mean, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. And it would
So,
be, wholesome.
hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah.
Barry's desk also has the big mouth bass, right?
Like the singing Big Mouth Bass?
Well,
Like Billy the Big Mouth Bass?
I guess there's no evidence that it's a singing big mouth bass because you can't make it do that, but it looks like it. Because
And I
right,
think they had it around then.
right, because he wouldn't have like a
Yeah.
real bass on his wall, right?
I feel like Barry would be
I
into
don't know.
fishing, so he might have one, but I could also see like his kids getting it for him as a gift.
Right,
And he like doesn't want it at his house, so he just brings it to work with him. And he's like,
right,
"Oh, this would be great for
yeah.
work," and then just like shoves it
It's a weird
off to the side.
assumption for me to make that it was a singing big mouth bass. It's like it's obviously the singing one.
Yeah, let's sing like "Take Me to the River" or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Was that what it's saying? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Um,
some fun Barry characterization, even though he's not in this game.
yeah, but we get we get some backstory on Barry. Barry
Yeah,
backstory.
yeah.
Some BBS.
Bear backstory.
Some very Bear backstory. Speaking of artwork I'm commissioning, uh
Uh,
uh old bareback Barry.
Bareback Barry.
Bareback Barry. So, yeah.
Uh, did
Anyway.
when you leave the office in Leon A, does a fax come through?
Yes. And
Okay.
I made a note of this
Mm,
because, well, Claire comes in and you say, hey, your brother's gone, by the way. I found his
Hmm.
diary. It says he's gone. And then a fax comes in, and it's a fax from, isn't it like the National Police or something like that, or Internal Affairs maybe?
Yeah, let me see. I've got it
Yeah, do
written
we have this
down.
handy?
Yeah, it's
It's
in the.
about Brian Irons.
It's from Jack Hamilton, Section Chief of Internal Investigations from the U.S. Federal Police Department.
If you're named Jack Hamilton, you are destined to work for the federal
Oh
government.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's the most
For
American
sure.
name. That feels very much like a Japanese guy coming up with an American name to
Ah,
me.
right. And
Yeah.
not pulling the name from porn.
Yes. Yeah, this was somebody who was into like history, like watch the History Channel, not
Hmm.
like dirty magazines like the other guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Section Chief, Internal Investigations, United States Federal Police Department. Is that even a thing? Like, is
I
there a,
don't know. So he's like national cop?
yeah, yeah. And do they have like jurisdiction over Raccoon City? I guess they would.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I guess like
Maybe in this world there is, but not in our world.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, I don't want to cinema sins this thing to death, but it is weird that they must not know what's happening in Raccoon City to send this fax.
Well, and that's the really weird thing is, Raccoon City's been cut off.
Right.
Like, there's no communication in or out.
Right. But except for fax?
Well, except for this specific fax. I think it's like somebody is trying to tell you something. Like somebody on the outside, a mysterious figure is giving you this information.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm
disturbing. I
It's
mean, we
disturbing, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because we already talked about that memo, right? That basically states that Brian Irons was a twice accused rapist.
Was that this memo? I thought that was this memo. Because
That
they
is
did like
this
a
memo.
yeah, they did like a background check on him. And it
Right.
says extreme caution is advised when dealing with him
Right. Right. And I
because
think
he's allegedly received large sums of funds and bribes from Umbrella.
because I think last time we said, it's bad if the FBI is telling you another cop is bad.
Yes, yeah,
That's really bad.
yeah. When
So,
I Googled United States Federal Police Department, all that came up as the Homeland Security,
okay.
which much like Barcades and Martha Stewart being in prison, did not exist in 1998.
Ah, right.
So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So inconclusive,
Yeah.
inconclusive,
Unclear.
unclear.
Yeah. So, I
Did
mean,
9/11 happen in Resident Evil? I guess it did, but I don't know if anyone ever talks about it. They have bigger fish to fry.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
but
question.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good question. I don't know if we
Um,
have evidence one way or another.
yeah, maybe in like one of the novelizations it comes up.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't have any. I couldn't think of anything clever to say.
What
Yeah,
are
Chris's
we?
diary gives you some. What were we gonna say?
Oh, so go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
Oh,
talking
I was
about
gonna say
Chris's diary.
Chris diary. It kind of gives you a rundown of the first game. Like if you didn't play the first game, it kind of explains
Right.
what happens, goes over the
Right.
mansion exploding and destroyed all the incriminating evidence, and then talks about how Umbrella. It is like a company town for Umbrella, Raccoon City.
Right.
So people are not receptive to them saying Umbrella's actually evil.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess like at this point in the game, like when we leave the STARS office, like I'm like trying to remember what are we trying to do right now?
I will say too, Chris's plan of not telling her that he was going to Europe to keep her out of danger, that didn't work out at all.
Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's what
bad
his diary
idea.
says too. He's like, I won't tell my sister because it could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. And she's like, well, fuck me. That didn't work.
Yeah.
I'd be much better off in Europe than here.
Right. Yeah. He probably should have tried to call her,
Yeah, that would have been
you know.
a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Chris is probably bad at phone calls.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. He probably,
Probably.
calls like the day after your birthday and it was like, oh, sorry. I just figured you were busy. But you could tell he just forgot about it.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we actually trying to do at this point in the
Oh
game?
yeah.
Like,
I
yeah.
I guess we're trying to like just explore and find, yeah, what is our character motivation? Just
I
get out, I
mean,
guess.
because it shifts, right? Like at some point you're like, we got to get out of here. But I don't totally like, I think it's just like, yeah, it's like explore, but it's not super clear. Like once you realize everybody's dead or turned, because we know the station is swarming with zombies. At this point, it's not super clear like why we're still here.
Yeah, like would you just leave at that point and just be like, well,
Right.
let's go next town over and tell somebody about all this.
Right. Because
Yeah.
it's not super obvious that we find that the station leads to tunnels underground.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. So I guess if I wanted to give them motivation, and they might even say this, they might be like, well, other people probably came to the police station too. Let's check to see if there's any survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can help them get out of town.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but
Yes.
anyway, Star's office, pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty
Cool
cool.
place. Seems like a fun place to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they, do like little office games that you do,
Uh-huh.
Christmas
Uh-huh.
parties.
Hmm.
They do
Yeah.
Secret Santa.
Probably. It seems
Yeah.
very, very wholesome, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You know. When do you encounter Mr. X in Leon A?
I don't think Leon encounters Mr. X, does he?
I think so, because Claire doesn't encounter Mr. X at all.
That's interesting. Okay, so this is a difference
Yeah.
because Claire B, you do encounter Mr. X.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's fascinating.
And Leon, you don't. And I kept waiting for him to pop up because I thought you did.
Oh,
You
that's
encounter
weird.
Birkin,
Okay.
but
So then
not Mr. X.
that's a Leon B thing then, Mr.
It
X.
must just be a B thing, period.
That's
Because
interesting. I
Claire,
didn't
you
know
do.
that.
Yeah.
That's wild that they would save Mr. X for the B.
Yeah. Unless
Yeah.
I'm really forgetting something, I
I don't
don't
think
believe
so.
you ever encounter him as the A game.
Okay, yeah, because you don't in
Yeah.
Claire A. Huh.
Okay. Well, we found something out about the
Hmm.
game.
Interesting.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mr.
so
X literally didn't bring his A game.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Because he dies eventually.
he does.
Yeah.
It's very funny when you get to
Yeah, I remember thinking it was like laughing at.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's no Mr. X
So
in
there's no Mr.
Leon.
X. X is not given to you. All the other, obvious jokes.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
but there is a unicorn medal. So you start exploring some more. You find a medal, and you go down to the little statue fountain thing, and you put it in. The spade key falls out.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And is there really anything else that jumps out at you from this part?
Yeah. I mean, specifically, no. Let me kind of take a look in my notes. I mean, the overall mechanics of this section, I think, are probably my favorite because they're so like classically Resident Evil to basically, right, like you have the spade key, the heart key, the club key. Is there a diamond key? I actually don't think
Prob
there is.
Yeah, there might not be. But
Yeah.
yeah, like thematically it's similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unlocking different aspects of the police station, which is a lot of backtracking. Um,
Yeah, this is the
but
best area, I
it
think.
is. It
Yeah.
is. And it's just like so, I would say it's the closest to the first game in terms of gameplay. But also when I think of Resident Evil, it almost has like a pseudo Metroidvania feel, right? Not because you unlock new abilities, but because you're just consistently uncovering new areas of the map.
Yeah, it has that kind of, oh, I'll have to file this away for later type of
Hmm.
type of vibe to it. And
Hmm.
then yeah, you find, the key or the emblem or whatever.
Right.
But yeah. We get some more backstory on Chief Irons. So
Hmm.
you find a memo from his secretary, I think it is.
Yeah.
And she talks about how he's a little bit of a hothead. She mentions leaning against a statue and he flips out on her.
Mm-hmm.
And his weird taste in art. He buys
Right.
these like macabre, disturbing paintings and leers at them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's not great. Um,
yeah. It's a hostile work environment, I
right.
think.
Yeah. To have a painting titled A Sacrifice to the Hellfire that depicts somebody burning That's not really appropriate for the workplace.
No, no, that's NSFW as they say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that was that a thing? Was that an acronym in '98?
Um, I
Was
don't
it?
think so. It's probably more of an internet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you
don't
wouldn't
watch
walk.
us at work type of
Yeah,
deal.
Leon wouldn't walk in if the zombie outbreak didn't happen. He wouldn't walk into that room and say, "That's NSFW," right?
Yeah, no. No, I don't think you would say that.
Yeah. Also, just a side note, to what extent does it sound like we're like trying to be in a parasocial relationship with Leon?
I mean, I know I am. I got my Google update for Leon
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
I follow him on Instagram and I
You know.
harass the women he's dating.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I do all sorts
Yeah.
of, yeah,
Yeah.
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 I have a whole scrapbook of things.
Yeah, so I don't think that there were any like super standout moments to me. We talked about the liquor. We talked about,
The helicopter is the next big one for me.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's a helicopter crash, and this might be a difference between
Hmm.
A and B. So in Leon A, you just kind of hear it, and then you
Yeah.
see the burning helicopter.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas in Claire B, you see the helicopter crash. So do you see the
Yes.
helicopter crash in Leon B?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And it's a pretty wild cutscene. You don't see it crash in Claire A. It is already crashed, and so that
Okay.
aspect of the hallway is blocked off.
So that's another like yeah, difference that's between A and B, not so much the characters.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that unlike Resident Evil 1, there is kind of this interlocking continuity between A and B scenarios that is like slightly different, but they make
Hmm.
sense together as opposed to just Jill and Chris would be doing the same thing in their scenarios.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it feels yeah, it's more like we talked about last time. They're happening at the same time.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's like two different stories rather than just like playing through the same story as a different
Right.
character.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
But yeah, the helicopter crash is because there's a cop on the roof who's trying to like wave the helicopter down, and then he doesn't get attacked by zombies and ends up like shooting the helicopter.
Yeah, he shoots the
Yeah, and then
pilot and then
crashes.
crashes, which is pretty intense.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're short on pilots because Brad's gone. The other guy, Kevin Dooley,
Kevin
possibly.
Dooley.
Kevin
Yeah.
Dooley, RIP, he's gone. So,
Gone too.
we're down to like the third best helicopter pilot at this point.
Right. And he's like the
Yeah.
only person who's alive in the station at this point. The other person who's alive like messes up catastrophically.
Yeah, and shoots the other person. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So people are the real danger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the zombie.
So then
Cops are the real monsters. That's the official message of Resident Evil 2.
it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. What I mean, so like I guess so basically at this point in Leon A, you're trying to get the medallions to go downstairs. Is that right? Do I have that right?
The more we talk about this, the more I'm realizing that the difference isn't Claire versus Leon, it's A versus B.
Yeah.
Because no, you don't get medallions and you don't go downstairs.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Like you really don't interact with Chief Irons as Leon.
No, no, you
Yeah.
don't. I mean, it's confusing though,
It is
right?
confusing
It is
because I'm trying
confusing.
to remember what happened in one versus the other,
Yeah,
playing them back to back. And I
yeah,
think there is like some stuff that only happens to, I guess that's the thing. It's like it's four separate scenarios.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
and we played the mirrors of each,
We
so
play the
like,
mirrors of each. So
so I
bear with
can't,
us.
yeah, I can't
We're,
help you answer that question, and you can't help me answer my question.
yeah.
So,
Which is really a metaphor for what the characters go through. Because, they're, what did it say? They're separated by fate or something. But the nightmare.
it's like I can't even remember what we said 40 minutes ago that we have written down. Like, what did we say? What is that? They were parted by an inescapable destiny. This is just the start of their worst nightmare. So yeah, it
Yeah.
is a
So
metaphor for
you and
that.
I haven't separated, but then we're living our worst nightmare. I'm talking about that game we like. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's as worst as it can get.
So you do see in one scene or another the helicopter. Sometimes you see what happens. Sometimes you see that crash.
Yes.
Either way, the important thing is there's a burning helicopter on the roof, and it's like blocking a door. It like
Right.
went through a wall and is blocking a door.
Right.
There's also a water tank next to it. So you have to
Right.
get like a valve and open up the water tank
Correct.
to put out the fire.
Right. Another
Yeah.
very Resident Evil puzzle that you need a crank, a valve, something that fits into something that you turn and
Hmm.
probably puts a fire out.
Yes,
That's
yeah. Yeah. It's this
very
whole
common.
cascading series of steps to put
Yeah.
out the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully it was not a Tesla helicopter, so you could put it out.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
battery wasn't just burning.
Yeah. Well, Nikola
Yeah.
Tesla was around by the time of 1998, but not the company, right?
Yeah, I don't think Tesla was, I mean, Elon Musk definitely wasn't involved, but I don't know if it was founded yet or
Yeah.
not.
It was
Yeah.
incorporated in July 2003.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
So we're in a pre-Tesla world.
Yep.
We didn't know how good we had it.
Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like
We
enjoy it
could,
while it lasts.
yeah, we could open our car doors and not be burned alive in helicopters, unlike now.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, so the crows are really only in the one hallway, right? There's like
yeah.
a,
Yeah.
yeah, there's like a hallway with crows in it. You have to run by. So that's kind of a cool little area.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Eventually, right, we're moving on to the second floor. I think we've been on the second floor actually for some time. You can make it up to the third floor in the clock tower area where we also need to, I believe, use a valve as well as a gear. And that gets us the final key, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
consistent across both
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
scenarios.
And that's kind of a cool area, like the little clock tower
Hmm.
part.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And in classic Resident Evil fashion, the zombies are replaced by stronger enemies the further we, I think, move into the police station. So instead of zombies, there's lickers. At least that was my experience in the A scenario generally.
Yeah, the liquors kind of come to be more to the fore as you go
Hmm.
on. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So I guess, I mean, to me, I mean, and this is actually more of a question for you, but my guess would be that Leon's campaign starts to shift once you meet Ada.
Yes. Yeah. So you kind of finish up in the police station at least for now. You do end up killing poor Marvin. He's been zombified now.
Yeah.
You get some more keys. You solve some more puzzle. The no puzzles really stand out to me that much. I think they're all
No,
pretty basic.
it's put stuff in other stuff and it gives you
Yeah.
more stuff.
Yeah, like even like they're all barely puzzles. There's one where you have to like light the torches in a specific order, but it's very
Yeah,
clear like what it is. Like there's no puzzle to it.
right.
Yeah. And then there's another puzzle in the library where you have to like move the bookshelves around to match up with a painting on the wall. But again, it's
Yes,
very like clear what to do.
right.
So there's no real head scratchers, I don't think, at least in
Yeah.
this area.
I will say that falling through the second floor in the library did scare me,
Yes,
even
I
though I
wasn't
knew it was
expecting.
coming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That kind of made me jump too.
yeah,
I forgot about that, but
yeah,
yeah, you do go through the floor in the library.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so and then just in like more getting more big picture, this game is regarded as much more of an action game than a horror game, and that definitely comes through.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like there's a lot of enemies and it gives you like a lot of bullets too. Like I
Right,
had a lot of ammo.
right. Yeah, at this
Mhm.
point, I was not hard pressed for ammunition. I didn't really
Yeah.
feel like I was going to run out ever.
No, I really didn't either. Like at one point I had like 100 handgun bullets, which is
Oh my
kind of
gosh.
nuts. Yeah. That
Yeah.
might have been like a little bit later on, but it wasn't like too much later on. So I never, yeah. I never felt like, oh no, I really can't kill this thing. Like if someone was annoying, I'd shoot it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I think that's also coming out in our discussion of the puzzles. I do, remember that Resident Evil 1 had at least like one or two like puzzles that I thought we felt were pretty neat, and I
Yeah.
don't think that really applies to this game.
No.
It's
No,
more
there really isn't. Yeah, it's more just kind of the
yeah,
action movie
it's
type
it's
of
kind of
vibe.
just fetch quests, to get
Yeah.
stuff and put it, bring it to
Yeah.
another room.
And I still like it. I still like the police station. I think it's cool, the different rooms, the vibe. I like the kind of gothic architecture, sort of aesthetic to everything. Sort of commingled with the it's an office.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? There's sort of like a
Hmm.
that horror thing where there's a familiarity to it, but it's also alien.
Yeah. Yeah. And it seems to me that unlike the creepy mansion archetype, I don't think this is actually very tropey. The police station that was an art museum that has mysteries, that's a
Yeah, that's really
strange
not not your typical setting.
no. So I give
So
it
that's kind
points
of,
for that.
yeah, points for
Yeah.
creativity.
Even though to me, I couldn't stop thinking about how the layout of the police station is very similar to the mansion.
It is
It,
very similar to the mansion.
yeah, like
Yeah.
even
Like
like
it
the save room under the staircase in the left or the western wing, I'm like, that's
yeah,
just like the mansion.
it really is. That makes me curious what the thought process was. I mean, we can probably find that, I guess, but or maybe not. Um, but it is, yeah. Did they do that just to not confuse people?
Right,
Or were they just like, well, the mantra was so good, let's just do it again and like kind of
right.
reskin it a little bit? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
guess it works, so
it does.
we both
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's something I think maybe we noticed because we were playing the game back to back, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have
Versus
thought
two
that.
years apart.
Probably
Yeah, that's a
not.
good point too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as Leon, you meet someone who's going to be very important for the series. You meet Ada, and she right away is like pretty mysterious.
Right.
You find her in the parking lot. She says she's looking for a boyfriend. You have to help her push a truck that's blocking a door,
As you do.
as you do. I don't know. I guess so. People push trucks sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How many trucks have you pushed this year?
This year, not many,
Not many.
which is to
Yeah.
say zero.
Okay.
But
But
well, that's not
last year.
true. I mean, I guess depends what you consider. Like, are we talking like this is a big like police box truck that they're pushing out of the
Hmm.
way?
Yeah. Yeah.
But in terms of like a pickup truck, I have pushed a couple this year out of
Really?
snow. Well, yeah, because
Okay.
you walk
Okay. Yeah.
around and you
That
see
makes sense.
people. Yeah, not as much as I used to because I used to Gwendolyn, my dog, R.I.P.
Hmm.
But she was a wonderful dog and she was very friendly. And one of my favorite activities to do, like after a big snowstorm, was to walk around with her and like look for people whose cars were stuck in their parking spots.
That's like the sweetest thing I've ever
And
heard.
then I'd like go help them push their car out. And then she would be all excited because she got to meet people. And she'd like try
Oh.
to help. She'd like jump up in the car and like she was looking for attention, but she'd
Oh.
be very cute. She'd like be jumping around and running around and stuff.
Oh,
So
that's
it was
so
a lot of
sweet.
fun. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. She liked the
Yeah.
snow. And I like the
Yeah.
snow too, because I like helping people get their cars unstuck.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet. I don't think
That
that
makes you
culture
feel good.
exists here.
Really? That's
No.
sad.
No, it doesn't.
Well, have you tried? Maybe you need to be the change you want to see in the world and
Yeah.
go push some
Wow.
cars.
Wow. I didn't think that this podcast episode would feature me getting lectured about
Yeah, you
my
fucker.
behavior in the winter
You piece of
around
shit.
snow. Yeah.
Sorry, that's really
No, it's
harsh.
okay. No, I think maybe in part it's a geographical thing. The snow generally doesn't stay on the
Yeah,
ground very long and it
yeah.
doesn't accumulate. So, of course, if I did see somebody struggling, I would help.
Yeah, I know you would. I'm just
That
giving you a hard
sounds like
time.
I'm
Yeah,
lying, though. Like,
yeah,
I would definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, the whole snow discussion. I don't remember how we got on this track.
We help Ada push.
Hmm.
You brought your Midwestern sensibilities to
Yeah, we
helping
see it.
Ada.
We see a truck and we push it. That's what you do. Um, and then you go down and you're in the kind of the basement area and you
Right.
find Ben, who we talked about.
The
He's the
journalist.
journalist. Yeah.
Right.
And Leon's a real prick to him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's like
That's
kind of
right.
yelling at him and screaming at him.
Yeah, it's a very strange
And
scene because he's Ben is in a jail cell.
yeah, Ben is in the jail cell, and we were debating if he locked himself in. I remember he
Right,
locked himself in to be like safe.
right,
Yeah,
right. I think that's right.
yes. But you do after you talk to Ben, you get the I don't know what the official term for this is, but like the sort of lever that can open a manhole cover,
A crowbar?
a crowbar. It's
Is
probably what it's
that?
called.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's a special tool
Yeah.
that has a very fancy name. You're like a crowbar? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, so you get this crowbar thing, and that lets you get into the sewers.
Right,
Yeah,
right. And that is where the nightmare continues.
that's where the nightmare continues. Yeah, so you're down the sewers. You get to a part where you do control Ada for a while, and you kind of run around. You do some more crate pushing, and then you get a key, and I think you can find some like either shotgun shells or
Hmm.
some sort of ammo. And at this point, you're separated. Leon kind of helped her boost herself over a halfway closed kind of vent thing, and she throws the key and the ammo back to you, and then you go back to being Leon. You have your new key. You go back and you clean up around the police station, and you
Yeah,
we're in the sewers. We get the final key.
right.
So
That's
kind
what
of
it
like how
is.
we went to the guardhouse and won to get that last
Right.
like helmet key, I think it was.
Yeah.
Here you get, I forget what key it is, but you get another one of like the card keys. It's like a, spade key or heart key or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then you go back and you can open the last few doors of the police station
Right.
and get your last few items. And then you go back into the sewers. Um, Basically the other thing you have to do is there's a little bit of a fetch quest where you have to get these plugs. It's like the night plug,
Yes.
the different plugs. So, you do normal Resident Evil stuff to get that.
Right.
Yeah, put cranks on and put wheels on and this and that
Right.
next.
Right. And we continue to have just like kind of bizarre, anachronistic things in the sewer, right? You need two medallions to turn off the water in the sewers,
Yes.
which is just a bizarre engineering situation that
Yeah. Yeah,
doesn't
there's
make
more
any
kind of
sense.
Resident Evil type of stuff. And then yeah, eventually you wind up back near Ben's cell and Ben dies. So he's
Right.
kind of he kind of gets aliened, like he has like a thing inside of him that bursts out of his chest.
That's how he dies in Leon A.
That's how he dies in A.
Oh, that's interesting because I
Yeah.
thought Birkin kills him in
Because
B.
B he gets killed by Birkin.
Right. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Hmm.
Yeah, it's yeah, another kind of weird little difference.
Yeah.
Um, but then I think it's implied that the like Birkin is replicating himself and
Yes.
they put these things into him.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
that's what happens with irons eventually too in Claire A.
And that's fun too because in Claire B, he gets so they flip-flop.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
That's
in
interesting.
yeah, Ben either gets like torn to pieces by Birkin or gets alien chest bursted by
Right.
him, or
Interesting.
Irons gets it. Because in
Yeah.
Claire B, Irons gets like ripped in half by Birkin.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's interesting. Huh.
yeah.
Um, I will say, I mean, I don't think it's particularly notable, but right, the sewers are populated by big spiders and they're pretty boring
They're pretty
enemy.
boring and they never, I don't mean it's like a bragging way because I don't think this is a game where it takes a lot of skill really, at least just to play through, but I never like felt endangered by the spiders. They're
Nope.
pretty easy to run around.
No.
They're pretty slow, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Like they take a long build up before they shoot their poison at you. So
Right.
I just ran by him and
Right.
I never needed to use a blue herb or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Feels
Because
superfluous.
it does. And it feels like a
Yeah.
very like holdover from one, but it was not a
Yeah.
very interesting enemy in one, and it's not an interesting enemy in two. They can drop poison on you from the ceiling, but again, I never really was super affected by that.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like kind of a thing where we just like, well, we have to have poison. It's a video game.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
which I
And
don't
mm,
like as a design choice. I don't know.
no. No,
Yeah,
because like one, right, the game kind of forecasts that you'll encounter a poisonous enemy.
by giving you
Um,
a blur
a
herb,
blurb.
a blur herb.
Blur
Yeah,
herb.
Damon from Blur.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I forget his full name,
yeah.
but he gives you. What if he was a drug dealer? He'd be named Blur Herb.
And then go, woo-hoo.
Woohoo!
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Uh, that was like a hot song in 1998.
it really
Song
was. Yeah,
two. Yeah.
yeah. That's
hmm
right. Sorry, it's not the
Leon was
song.
probably rocking out to that when he's driving into town.
Probably. I thought
Yeah.
it was
Go
called
woo!
Blur 2, but that's
Blur
not right.
two. I
No,
think it's called Song two.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. hmm
Um, where did you encounter, if at all, the alligator in the sewer? Did you encounter that in Liane?
Yes, we did. It's a little bit later on, so I
Okay,
think we
we
can
can
probably
get,
save that for
yeah.
the next episode. The first boss for Leon A is something called G Imago. I don't know how to
Yes.
say this. Yeah,
Amajo?
Imago. And it's sort of like a
G.
mini Birkin-y thing.
Yes, it's
It's
like
just this monster.
a gross parasite type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
you have the Magnum by now, so I just shot with the Magnum a couple times and
Okay.
it died.
Yeah.
It was a pretty, yeah, it's fine. I don't know, it was a pretty standard Resident Evil boss fight. I don't think it really falls too far on one end of the spectrum as far as being good or bad.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's right. I think I just noted that it was really gross.
It was really gross, and it does the thing that the Black Tiger spider did in one and like shoots out little babies at you that you
Yeah.
can either shoot or step on.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
yeah. And then this is the room where you put the plugs in the door, and then you're like fully into the sewers, like deep into the sewers after that.
right,
Yep,
right.
yeah.
Which
So that's
is
kind of probably the second half of the game is kind of starts
yeah.
here. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
which I think for me, I mean, not a really great hook for next episode, but the sewers are not my favorite part of the game.
no, the sewers are I'd say they're my least favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do like the ending area on this
Yeah.
more so than I like the lab in Resident Evil 1. But the
Yeah.
sewers, I don't like it.
It's just kind of generic
Yeah.
and again, like it's I think a pattern emerges, right? The middle-ish parts of the game kind of just lose momentum, personality.
Yeah. Yeah, and part of it is just you're in a drab environment. Like you're just
Yeah.
going through these sewer tunnels and it's kind of confusing. I got turned around a few times.
Yeah.
It's not really fun to explore. Like there's no real like landmarks for me. I'm just kind of
No.
wandering around and checking the map a bunch and trying to figure out where I haven't been yet.
Right. There's no
Yeah.
macabre art, there's no bizarre police station stuff. It's
Yeah,
just
no weird puzzles, no weird paintings, not much going on. Just
uh,
giant spiders.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You can really see why people generally don't just hang out in sewers when you play this game.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
because in the back of your head you're always like, it's a Saturday afternoon, I don't have anything to do. I could just go into the sewers
Do you
and check it
think
out.
do you think Leon, if there wasn't the zombie outbreak, would take his girlfriend into the sewer and then lose her there?
And leave there.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, we're pretty much at the halfway point. We fought our first boss. We got through the police station. We got real confused about uh, A and B and Claire and Leon. So that was probably fun to listen to. And yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
go into the sewers
Yeah, we'll make it through the sewers and then wind up in the nest, which
in the
is
nest.
also, I think of as a revision to the laboratory section in Resident Evil 1. I think it's maybe
I can see
carrying
that.
forward the
Yeah,
same kind of idea, but I think kind of perfects on some of those things.
that's a
And
good
yeah,
way to put it, and I would agree. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, real quick, where are you at with this game now? Like enjoyment wise, like while you're playing it, were you like, yeah, this rocks. I can't wait for more. Were you kind of,
Yeah, so playing through it, I was like, yeah, this rocks. I can't wait for more.
yeah, that's where I was too. And
Um,
maybe that's why the sewers were kind of disappointing because it
right,
didn't keep the
yeah.
momentum up.
It was kind of exciting, and then it was like, oh, I also have had like a long-standing thing with video games and sewers. I've never liked sewer levels. They've
I was gonna
also,
bring that up too.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like it's really present. I've never liked it in
yeah.
shooters, adventure games, platformers. I also I think as a kid was very scared of sewer levels.
I That might be true. Well, obviously that is true. Like I can't.
You're
It's
like,
not for
that
debate
might
whether
be
or not you were
true.
afraid, but I'm saying that might be like not just a you thing because I think
Yeah,
the same where I was not. Yeah,
yeah. But
I
I
was probably
think,
pretty scared of sewers when I was a kid too,
yeah,
and even now I'm not like yeah the sewers. It's kind
right.
of jokingly being like let's hang out in the sewer, but you wouldn't do that.
No.
It's not.
And
Yeah, it's not a good place.
no, it's not a good place. And I think also, I mean, really, I think from a gameplay perspective, the reasons we talked about in terms of it's usually a drab environment,
Yeah,
especially in like kind
not like
of
color.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
browns and grays and greens and we have PS1 and 64 graphics.
yeah.
It's just not great.
Yeah, and other like well, we're dragon sewer levels. Under the well, not for me in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't like
No.
Under the Well. It's
No.
like scary, and the boss is cool, but yeah, that's another bad sewer level. And I always dread any Dark Souls playthrough. Going through the depths is not fun, and that's
Okay.
another sewer level. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think my distaste for sewer levels came from for the N64 Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, where you have to venture through the sewers as Dash Rendar, who's like a Han Solo type, basically a
Oh,
knockoff. And there's
okay.
these tentacly creatures called the Dianoga that are kind of octopus mosquito looking things that are pretty gross.
Oh, that doesn't sound
So
fun. I rented that
no,
game, but I didn't get very far in it.
yeah, that's one of the
Yeah.
first games I like beat.
Really?
So yeah, I was into it.
Hmm.
It's just weird. But
Yeah.
anyway.
What was the shooting? Was it Rogue Squadron? Was that the N64 game later on?
The
That was a
X-Wing
fun
one.
one. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a good
yeah.
one.
It was like
Yeah.
pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
Death Star.
And
Yeah.
no sewer level.
No sewer level. No, you can't.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
I think not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
That's a If I ever develop a game, that would be my number one like back of the box feature. I'll say no sewer levels. And people are like, I gotta play this one.
Right. Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
even an introduction to the game. It's just like, and the biggest text is no sewer
No sewer
levels.
levels. Yeah. Yeah. They'll sell like hotcakes.
Like hotcakes.
Yep. So, all right. Well, we're gonna wrap up for this week, but stay tuned for some more Resident Evil here on Hot Zombie
Zombie summer.
Summer.
I started to do a Matt Bear as like hot zombie summer.
The cold play.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah. All right, that was another episode of Hot Zombie Summer, and we'll be back in a few weeks.
And in the meantime, check us out on Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at Hot Zombie Summer Pod, all one word.
So until next time, don't be a Jill sandwich.